Yeah, I definitely heard it. There's a little excitement with me being here, and the crowd, and just since me coming to Philly, but nothing but love and a lot of support from everyone within the building, all the fans. So I'm excited to, obviously with OTAs, I got to put the jersey on, but now it's finally here. Be able to put the jersey on and come out here and you know, get things started for hopefully to be a great season.
How would you describe Hard Knocks for you, watching it and living the experience of what you went through and seeing it again?
Yeah, I didn't really watch too much of it. I watched the one episode. I think it was episode 3. But yeah, like I said on like a podcast. Give respect to Hard Knocks. I think they did a really good job. I think it was a unique way to see in the how free agency is like in a building in NFL for fans. So yeah, I got to see a little bit of prior to when it all came out, but it was unique. It was different seeing it from that point of view. But yeah, that's really much. Huh? What do you mean, the Hard Knocks? Or? Yeah. I saw it on like the trailer, and I kind of, I was, I wasn't shocked. At the end of the day, I also think they have control of the edits, and they could have painted me to look really bad, and they kind of gave the truth. That's why I said it was a unique way for a fan to dive into it to see it from that viewpoint. But yeah, the Hard Knocks, like I said, was unique, but that's in the past. I lived it. I got to watch it, and now I'm ready to focus on what matters most, and that's being here with my teammates and getting better each day.
Did you know that you were being recorded when you said the part about I told you all along where I wanted to be?
No.
Did you feel it was fair to you, the whole thing, the way you were portrayed, the way the negotiations were portrayed? Was it accurate and fair?
I mean, like I said on the podcast, I think in my life and like my world, it wasn't that deep. It wasn't as much like intense as it was, or like I said, Hard Knocks did a really good job. You know, they put out there what happened. It wasn't really much, and at that point, it really is. It is what it is, and just move on.
When John Mara said, "I'm going to be sick if he goes to Philadelphia."
I kind of knew that already. I heard about that conversation before it aired. But like I said, I'm
The owner's saying that, but at the same time, I guess he could have stopped it.
no, because I wouldn't be here, and I don't really look. I try my best not to live in the past. I try to live in the present, take it one day at a time. I still have a good relationship with all those guys over there. Thankful for all those guys over there in the past 6 years. But like I said, I'm moving on and looking forward to the present, and that's coming in here every single day, getting better and improving and learning the playbook and getting ready to go out there and compete and have a great year with my team.
You said it's just been one practice, but you were in one place for so long. How specifically is this different than it was in New York?
Yeah, everything's different. It's like I'm a rookie. I'm figuring out if I'm actually BG. I'm like, where the family's at? Like, where our family gonna be at? Because my family's not here today, but usually they come to all the practices. So I was like, where the family gonna be at? You see how the fans are, and New York is different. They're like in stands, and there's like gated, and like they're really right there, close and personal. So it's different. The fields are different. Everything's new to me. So take it all in. Feel like a little kid. Go out there and. First thing I said to AJ was like, I can't believe they pay us to do this. Come out here and play football.
You mentioned on that podcast that you were really surprised and kind of taken aback by the fan reaction, the vitriol. Have you had any more time to think about that? What those fans, do you feel bad that they've kind of written you off? You had 6 years there that were very, very important years.
Yeah.
What do you think your legacy is there, I guess?
I guess I'll reflect on that when I'm done. I'm looking forward to the future, and I got 3 years here, and hopefully I can go out and prove to this organization and this fan base that I am a special player, and I can make a lot of plays, and I can help us win games, and get to the thing that we all want to get to, and that's Super Bowl. And obviously, the main thing is not going out there to win a Super Bowl. You take it one day at a time, but I'm focused on building my legacy here. And when I'm done playing, the game, I'll go back and reflect on the things I was able to accomplish. But like I said, I'm thankful for not only that organization over there, but all the fans and, even the people that have something negative said about me. They're really important to me. They're still important to me, but I'm excited to buy into the culture here, buy into this city, buy into this fan base here and this team, and like I said, start all over and build a new legacy here.
First, David, how do you make the offense? First, David, how do you make the offense in terms of how you apply to it?
Yeah, I mean, it still doesn't feel real when I'm in that offensive huddle, seeing all those guys. You know, we have Pro Bowlers, all pros at every position, to be completely honest. So I'm really super excited. But we just come out every single day, get better. We're all in a new, similar kind of offense, getting adjusted to it, feeling off each other, and it starts there. And I think it starts today.
You're not like a typical new player, whether late round draft pick or kind of a journeyman free agent. You know, with your profile, with your resume, is it hard to blend into a new place? Like, is it hard to become one of the guys when you have that type of profile?
Nah. I think it's kind of easy for me. No, I love making friends. I love learning about people. So whether it's OTAs, whether it's golfing with each other, whether it's in the weight room, in the locker room, just be myself, be who I am, and I realized that stuff like that comes easy. So just go out there, be myself. Make sure I go out my way to reach out and learn everybody. So for me, it's been pretty easy.
You mentioned a few times about the talent collection on this offense. Will it take some time to get used to not being like the focal point of an offense?
I'm bought in. My mindset when I came here is I decided to come to this team because I know the team could help me for my legacy, for my career, and I know we had an opportunity to go out there and win games. And yes, at one point was our focal point, and I know there will be times this season where there might be games where they're going to hand the ball off to 2-6, and I got to try to take over the game. There might be games where I got to sit back and watch A.J. Brown do what he do or Devontae Smith. So whatever it takes, that's what it is about. That's all I'm about, buying in, and whatever it takes to win games is what I'm willing to do.
You get a sense.
Tempo has been a part of Campbell's offense.
I didn't hear the first part.
Tempo has been a
Yeah.
part of Campbell's offense. You guys actually worked a little bit on it. What has been your experience in tempo and how you think it plays into this?
No, I think it helps. Not just my skill set, anybody, especially on the offensive side. When you're making big plays and you're moving the sticks, you keep the defense on the heels. You get them tired. It makes the offensive line jobs a lot easier. And when the offensive job line's a lot easier, it makes my job a lot easier. So, but it's day one. Obviously, we know what it was in the past. But the beauty of football, every year you got to find a new identity. And this team, that's what we're working for.
The comparison's been made to Christian McCaffrey switching teams, right? To what degree does a running back success have to do with whether it's the offense, the line, the skilled players, and the environment around it?
That's football. I don't think it's just a running back. I'm a big believer, and we give too much credit to people in general. Whether it's a game, I go out there and I rush for 150 yards and 3 touchdowns. I might be the player of the game. I might get all the credit, but in reality, it's a team sport, and that's why football is so beautiful. It takes all 11 of us. And that's not just running back position. That's the wide receivers. That's tackles. That's quarterback. Any position you want to pick on the football field, it takes all 11 guys, because if one guy's off, it could be a negative play.
You got time for some more.
As you've gotten to know Jalen Hurts over these past few months and everything, what kind of stands out about him, the way he runs a team, the way he knows the offense and everything?
He's just a natural born leader. That's what I would say. It doesn't feel forced. It just comes natural to him when he's in that huddle, when he's breaking us down before, after games, even with his work ethic. It's a pleasure to see that. Obviously, you watch from afar. Not only him, there's so many guys on his team that you can see. Obviously, I've been going against these guys the last 6 years. So now actually being in the locker room and being in the weight room and being on the field with these guys, you can see what they're able to bring. And starting with Jalen, it's special, and I'm just happy to be a part of it.
What's Sirianni like in the running back room?
You got a sense of how much more running room you could have in this offense?
Say that again? Sorry.
Have you got a sense yet of how much more running room you could have behind this offensive line and this offense? You're talking about being a focal point. And part of that is, it's a lot easier to defend when you're the focal point. Have you got a sense of practice yet of what you could do for your running game?
Yeah, I feel like, that's the reason why I wanted to come here. The offensive line, it's, history shows that they've been really good. And I feel like it's going to help me show my true potential. There's no disrespect or diss to anybody else in the past, but that's the reason why I want to come here. And I had a run today where it just felt natural. It felt like we've been doing this for a long time. You know, I kind of set the linebacker up, and I went front door, and it was wide open, and we got a big gain on this. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm super excited about that. But like I said, every offseason, every year, we got to find our identity, and whatever our identity as a team needs to be, and it's sometimes a week-by-week case, I'm willing to do that.
Thanks, Saquon.
Day one. Hi, everyone.
Did Nick speak to the team yesterday, and if so, what was his message entering the season?
Did he speak to the team yesterday? Yes. Just really coming to work and being a professional. You know, day in and day out, just putting in that work. You know, each and every day. I think that's the message that he's just trying to drive. I think that's the message to drive. You know, we can't predict the future or nothing like that, but all we can control is how we put in the work each and every day. The results may not be there every day, but the work and the effort has to be so. Not too much. You know, I like to call myself a professional. I study hard. You know, the installs are not hard to me. You know, honestly, I don't even take notes in the meetings because I know it. But we pretty much running some of the similar things. We're learning the new terminology, new terms. You know, it's just kind of called different things, but to sum it up.
What's the benchmark that offense is kind of moving in the right direction? It's not going to get a lot of live reps against other teams. How will we know that the offense is on its way to where it's supposed to be?
I mean, I think we can run and catch all day at practice, but I think nobody will know until we get on the field and we put pads on. You know, nobody knows how the team is going to be until we go against somebody else and, how the team fights back through adversity, So nobody really knows, but, like I said earlier, the effort and the work has to be there to put us in position to do well moving forward.
Devontae Smith is behind us, available.
I don't know. That's not a question for me to answer. I see a lot of guys scratching and clawing for it. I don't know. I don't know. That's not a bad thing either. So a lot of guys are working hard, hungry, putting themselves in position, but it's going to take hard work each and every day, making plays, because, that's what it comes down to.
What's different about this offense?
What's more different?
What's the most difference between?
I say like the terminology, running some of the similar things, but like I said, he has added some things, but just like learning a new term, it may be called something else or whatever, so that's all.
You think we'll see more motion or stuff like that, or?
That's not my, answer.
You're feeling though, just going through install and learning it.
Again, that's not my. I don't know. I'm not OC, so I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't know. So yeah.
Does having a guy with Saquon's pass catching ability, does that change anything at all in terms of the level to the offense or what you guys can do?
Yeah, I mean, just having a guy like that who can run and catch, that's another option. He run routes, and after the catch, you see what he does when he has the ball in his hand. So that only helps us out as an offense. You know what? I didn't even notice he wasn't out there today. He was literally in the building yesterday, walking around, moving around. So it still hasn't really hit me yet. But I think everybody has to step up. Cam's gonna come in and do a good job. We have faith in him or whoever fills that spot. But I think it's a group effort. Like I like to say, everybody leaders. Everybody hold each other accountable. And so yeah.
Hey, Jay, you may have.
Y'all know Jalen just like I know him. He's gonna come in ready to go, and he has come in ready to go. you know. So, like I said, I can't make any predictions or whatever. But I know he's gonna come in and work hard. You know, that's all we ask. You know.
Nick Sirianni, you may have answered this already, but Nick Sirianni said that by stepping back from the offense a bit, he can be in multiple rooms more than he was before. Have you seen that so far?
Yes. He's been poking his head in the rooms. You know, he kind of make the young guys uncomfortable when he come in the wide receiver room. You know, but because he's just holding everybody accountable. You know, and it's new. You know. Our guys only see the wide receiver coach most of the time, and when you see the head coach coming there, he's like, "Uh-oh." They sit up. You can tell they sit up straight and everything. It's kind of funny, you know. But so yeah, he has been coaching everybody, doing everything. So yeah.
Hey Jay, can you expand on your thoughts on watching what Barkley, the Hard Knocks stuff with Barkley and the way that sort of made you feel?
It's not about how I feel. It's about
So to social media, right? You said that you're even more fired up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fired up. It's not about how I feel. So I'm not gonna make it about me. So you know.
As somebody who early last offseason was wondering, you know, why are people saying things about you on talk radio and other avenues? Jalen kind of went through that this offseason too. What were your thoughts as you were watching people question whether he gets along with Nick and all that kind of thing?
Football is back. Football is definitely back. You know, it's a part of it. You know, you just roll with the punches. So.
Did that going through it this year change your outlook on it?
Yeah. You know, early on this off season, you know, I was kind of firing back a little bit, but you know, as I learned, like you just got to roll with the punches, man. This city they're gonna critique you. They're gonna love you. You know, and that's just what it is. And you learn to love it and just learn to ignore it and just keep pushing. You know, it's a part of it. You guys are doing a job, and you know, no matter if it's a good story or a bad story, you guys doing a job. And just like we have to go out and do our job. So I mean, you can't really take offense to it. You know, so.
Whenever you know, maybe along those lines, that this offseason after the long-term deal you signed this summer, how did that feel different for you? Maybe it didn't, just being established in Philly, did you approach that differently? Did you notice things?
Did I approach it different? No, honestly, I didn't. And it didn't really feel different to me. So, again, I'm blessed. You know, I'm blessed that this organization honestly took care of me, you know, and I want to appreciate Mr. Howie, Mr. Lurie, you know, and the organization who believing in me. You know, my job is just come in and work hard and keep pushing guys, you know, to be the best they can be.
Last one, we got David here. We got Jalen up.
Hey, AJ, when you look around the league, it can be hard to kind of keep two wide receivers happy, like you and Devontae. I mean, with Ayuk in his trade request, Higgins in Cincinnati. What do you think the key to kind of you guys coexisting and kind of being drama-free here?
And we have a special group, you know, who cares about each other. You know, me and Devontae, you might always say we're peanut butter and jelly. You know, really good friends. You know, not even just friends, we're family. You know, so my success is his success is my success. We're happy for one another. You know, so we know we're gonna get taken care of at the end of the day, and we look at it as competition too. You know, and whoever gets the ball, whoever gets going, you know, we feed off their energy. You know, so I can't speak on everybody else's situation, and I'm not. But you know, I'm happy to have a partner like that on the alongside of me who pushes me, who is selfless. You know, so. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We got Jalen.
Thanks, Bob.
All right. Damn.
How you feeling physically after the surgery last year? You had the whole offseason.
Oh, man, I feel amazing. Feel brand new. Feel a little young again. But, yeah, man, it was good. Well-needed surgery. Feeling way, way better than I felt in a long time. Long time.
Isaiah's been talking about he could be in a race.
Oh, Lord, no, he can't. He might be the only one that can give me a challenge right now, but we'll have to put that to the test one day. Got to put it to the test because I don't like too much smack talk like that.
Did you and the corners get...
Oh, it's been great, man. It's a great group, man. Great mixture, young guys, old guys. medium guys that. So it's been great, man. Guys been competing, and one thing I love about this group right now, we competing to help each other too as well. We're not competing as in like, oh, we enemies. We competing to help each other get better. If ever how the stuff's played out, we just gonna keep it rolling.
Did you and the corners or any of the secondary get together over the summer?
A little bit, not too much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys got a lot of families and stuff like that, but we kicked it a little bit and then and got back to it.
A lot of people have talked about this defense and the versatility of different options. How is the process going with everybody kind of learning that?
Oh, great, man. Guys been putting the work in. A lot of guys took a little bit of the off season too to look at the playbook as well. Coaches did a great job of sending little clips and details of some stuff we could be working on. So and then a guy like me myself, me being in off season, if I got some free time, I'm gonna look over it myself. So because I still got the playbook. So I just go look through my iPad. I always try to get a refresh.
Do you think it? In with you and that kind of stuff. I'm assuming he hasn't, but I do wonder, what are the things that you're trying to give to him and the others? What are the messages?
Just try to get better every day, man. 1%, and then and make sure they still enjoying the game. I always try to make sure they have fun, enjoying it. But also remember, this is your job. But once it's not fun no more, you don't put the work in like that. So I always told them, hey, enjoy this game. I'm here to teach you everything I know and help you succeed, each and every one of them. So that's the goal for me, is just make sure I lead these guys in the right direction to be successful in this league.
Do you think it was fair to say that secondary was a weakness last year and could be a strength and will be a strength this year?
I wouldn't say it's fair to say that there was no weakness, but it's better to always getting better, and talent to the group. So we did that, and with some great guys, some great young guys, and we continue to keep on pushing each and every day and try to be the best group out there on the field.
Why do you think you guys gave up so many TD passes? You have been so good the year before. Why do you think that it was a throwback that way in terms of giving up yards? And
I mean, it's just what it was. I know that last year was last year, so this year is a whole new episode. Like, I done put all that in the back of my mind. So, this is a whole new year for me. Year 12, that was year 11. You live 11 not the way I wanted to go. That's why I'm here in year 12, to make sure it go the way I needed to go.
You bring a lot of energy and things to practice. What about CJ being back and the vibe that he brings, maybe the swag?
Yeah. It's gonna be great, man. He's a great energy guy, man. Great ball hawk, great player. I'm sure y'all go hear him every day in practice. That's what he do. He brings a lot of swag and he brings a lot of effort, man. He play out there. He go out there each and every day to compete, to be his best. So, I'm the quiet voice. He's the loud voice, and it's a good mixture of us together to help lead this group to a successful season. Yeah, great, man. He's JB one dude that could be very versatile. He's great at what he do. I know he's emergency if we need him at corner. He's emergency if we need him at safety. He played nickel last year a little bit, played dime. So JB is very good at being a versatile guy with a great ball skill. So he's going to be a great addition to anywhere he play at.
What do you like about watching competition? There's a ton of competition in that secondary.
Yeah.
What do you like about watching it?
It's love watching it. You know what I'm saying? I always tell every year I come in, I'm always in a competitive mode, and I always tell guys that, hey, one thing about Slay never gonna make it easy for nobody. So I just like to go out here and compete, and then I hope I make other guys go out here and compete as well, cause it's fun. It's like you get to go out here and compete, and just and play hard, play the game you love, play the game you probably been playing forever, and you at the highest level of the game, and you just out here having fun. Yeah, I'm way older.
How do you prepare yourself to compete?
It's easy. That's why I've been here 12 years, because I've been competing every year. Every year your job is up for opportunity, but as me, I just look at it as a great opportunity to meet new guys and the opportunity to go compete and improve my skills. It let me know what I need to work on better. And so that's why I look at it as. I don't look at it as a downfall or nothing. It's just more of a fun, and it's just motivation.
What do you remember about competing?
Huh? Man, not too many more. Telling you that now. But whatever the Lord blessed me with, man, I'm always thankful for the years I've been playing here already. So, but it ain't gonna be too much longer.
What do you remember about competing as a young guy, and what can you take from that experience and give to Quinyon and?
As a young guy, I was kind of drafted a little high as well, so I always seemed like it was a target on my back because everybody, the older guys, kind of looked at me like, oh, this new guy coming in to take my spot, young boy. But like I had great leadership, so like the leaders that was there, they didn't make it feel that way. So that's my job too. I don't make it feel that way either. So I'll make it feel more comfortable.
Obviously, Detroit isn't like a traditional rival of the Eagles, but like Saquon, I guess people were upset when you left there. And, how did you deal with that? The fans you had in Detroit. What was your perspective?
Well, my situation was a lot different than Saquon. So I was a corner. I think Saquon was the best player on their team that you ain't, and they was playing a lot of guys around him and not one of the best players on the team. So it's a different story for me. I was on defense. We had Stafford. We had guys that they was building around. Whole new head coach. But yeah. Oh, the fans didn't. The fans weren't mad at me. The fans were more mad at the coaches. So that was cool. Yeah, they weren't mad at me. They didn't want me to go. But yeah, the fans were more mad at the coaches than me.
All right, we got AJ.
Let's go, AJ.